What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you concerning Oleksandr Usyk and Tony Bellew. These guys fought 8 interesting rounds. This is the official recap of that fight. The fight was everything I expected it to be. Tony Bellew came out to prove a point. Rounds 1, 2, and 3. I see him counterpunching. And he was doing a good job from counterpunching. He had actually started to establish the left hook to the body, which he did in the first round, which was very impressive. I think he should have stayed with that game plan throughout. However, that was the first round. The second round, more of the same. It was like Usyk was waiting in there. He was anticipating something. So, I guess that was his fill-out rounds. Tony Bellew got in the better punches, the right hand, the straight right. And it almost looked like how Manny Pacquiao lands his left. He lands a sneaky left hand. Bellew was landing that same right in that same stance. Because Usyk, of course, is a southpaw. So, rounds 3, more of the same. I think Usyk then started to land the left. And what he started doing, it was interesting, man. It was unique. He started to time Bellew because Bellew got to the point, he has good head movement and upper body movement. But what Bellew does is he has a habit of leaning down, and he was leaning down to his right. And he started leaning down to his right to avoid the left or the straight left. So what Usyk did, he adjusted his left hook. Or really, it wasn't his left hook. It was his left cross. And he started throwing it up as an uppercut, and he started catching Bellew with it. He started that in the third round. Fourth round, then Usyk became more aggressive. He started walking down Bellew. Bellew lost the jab. He started doing more of the movement that put him in position to get hit with this adjusted uppercut, and he was catching Bellew with it. Now Bellew still was counterpunching with the right at times, especially in the fourth round and the fifth round. And I gave Bellew the fifth round also. Round 6 and 7, they were interesting because Bellew was throwing punches and he was getting more aggressive himself. And I think his trainer, I believe, after the 7th told him to open up. So round 8, by that time, Usyk was gradually starting to land that adjusted uppercut. Like I said, it was like a hooker cut. It's kind of like what Marco and Antonio Barrera used to throw, because Barrera is known for his vicious body punches. Well, this guy, Usyk, he was throwing it. He was throwing an uppercut half hook, from the southpaw stance, of course. And Bellew just didn't catch it, and he didn't see it the whole time. He was waiting for him to lean in. When he leaned in down to the right, he would catch him with that punch every time. He couldn't miss him with that punch. And that punch is really, when he started landing that was the beginning of the end, because that was the punch that eventually got him out of there. Round 8, Bellew scrapped. And he caught Usyk actually in the middle of that round with a good left hook, which made Usyk put his mitts up, okay? Usyk put his mitts up, and Bellew then, tried to come in for the kill, but little did he know Usyk was still in position to land that punch that couldn't miss Bellew. It could not miss him, Bellew got caught with that punch he didn't see. And the fight was over. He got caught so flush that he was flat on his back. Okay, he knocked Bellew flat on his back, and Bellew got up, and of course, the aggression, the adrenaline, that's still up. That's the danger of anybody that gets hit like that, and then when they get up, So the referee did make the right decision because there wasn't anything he could do from getting hit like he got hit. Because that punch, he did not see that punch at all. Because again, he just landed that left hook, and it was a good left hook, and it got Usyk's attention. And if we fast forward it back to the first round, or in the second and the third, the jab of Bellew got Usyk's attention. You know what I mean? He just stopped doing it. I think he stopped because he felt the pressure Usyk was starting to put on him at the beginning of round 4. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that idea, so he just continued counterpunching. But yeah, that there was a left cross basically. You know what I mean? And that was a left cross. It wasn't a straight right. It was a chopping left hand that caught Bellew, and Bellew just didn't see it at all. It was a good fight. It was everything I expected. Like I said, I just hope and pray that Bellew has done, or he has fulfilled, or is satisfied with his performance, because that's what happens when guys hang up on, mistakes and things they could have done. They dwell on it and dwell on it, and it becomes it starts to eat them up. I hope this is not the case with Bellew, because he fought one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world, versus a guy that has came back, from all types of adversity like himself. So yes, it was a fight that happened. I'm glad it happened. It shows you how good Bellew is compared to how good Usyk is. Okay. In the post conference, I want to just, touch on that. The post conference, of course, Bellew gave him all the respect in the world. He didn't do much trash talk, but he did do a little showboating in there. He did do that. But he did not trash talk, and it just shows the maturity of a fighter. You know what I mean? That's what we want to expect as fighters go on. You know what I mean? Even with Money Mayweather, the things he used to do with the De La Hoya fight, by the time he fought Pacquiao, he wasn't the same kind of fighter. So you got to respect fighters that mature in time. Tony Bellew's 35 years old, so he acted like a grown ass man. And you can only do nothing but respect that at the end of the day. So, but back to Usyk. Usyk's press conference remarks were astonishing. This guy is a different kind of guy. His faith in God, his humility, that's why he really wasn't, so jump for joy and yeah, look at I won in Britain, haha. He wasn't nothing like that. It was humbleness. And anybody that follows this channel knows I'm a fan of humbleness. Humble guys, humble fighters. Yeah, you can do it. But you have to have a belief system, and you have to know it's not all about you at the end of the day, right? He said that the number one goal is everybody respects each other all over the world. That's something I never heard a boxer say. So it was very impressive to hear him talk like that, and give Tony Bellew a lot of respect. Because he said Bellew did hit him with some hard punches, and said he was a very strong man. He was a real man. He was a family man. He was a lot of things, and he had mad respect for him, and he thanked him for the opportunity. A beautiful end to a beautiful career for Tony Bellew. He should not all be disappointed. Because again, he fought an undefeated fighter, a very talented, special type of fighter as of now, and he's showing it each and every fight. So, no, there's no reason for him to feel any kind of regret whatsoever. But anyway, that's me wrapping it up. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. You guys tell me what you think about this fight. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.